MythVision podcast, your host, Derek Lambert. I just did a fascinating show with Elaine Pagels, and she's a professor of religious studies at Princeton University in New Jersey. That's north of me. However, during the summertime, she heads out to Colorado to get away from the noise and to study and write and do all those good things. She's written for a very long time the Gnostic Gospels, Gnostic Paul. She knows about all these early writings and the sources, as well as the New Testament. We talk about the origin of Satan in the episode that's going to be launched on Patreon, so you guys can check that out, early access. Guys, I've got tons of videos on there that you haven't seen that are on there. I'm making this for the public. I'm going out to California. We already have this established. The GoFundMe goal has been met. Dr. Richard Carrier, Dennis R. MacDonald in September. In the end of June, John J. Collins, Professor John J. Collins, Professor Joel BADEN, they're up in Connecticut. I'm going to fly and see them. Dr. Joshua BOWEN at the end of May, me and my wife are traveling up to Maryland, and I'm going to interview for 2 days with my camera gear. And that one is going to be really good. It's going to be out on the Patreon early for you guys. And also, I just met the goal. I just had a small little fun to try and do a Richard Carrier response to Dr. Ehrman's view of mythicism and a whole show dedicated to Daniel. So we're going to be doing that coming up in June. Michael Shermer, Lawrence Krauss, or I think I'm pronouncing that correct. All of these people are coming on to MythVision. And I finally got an interview with Elaine Pagels. She was so cool, so sweet, and so informative. I thought I would love to come and interview you in person to make history and do a series of videos. So if you guys find a place where you're able to help contribute, send questions. If you want your questions asked of Professor Elaine Pagels on camera, high definition, really quality camera gear. I've got my hardware back here, thanks to Anthony Guthrie, who helped me get this here. I mean, this is Comica, wireless, smart lav camera gear that I'm going to be using for the audio. And look, I've been evolving to grow this thing so we can make this better. And of course, my camera T7Is that I'm going to take, there's both of them, and interview her in Colorado. It's going to take the GoFundMe to make that possible because the trip is not free and the cost to make this happen. If you want to help participate, go down in the description. The GoFundMe's there. You guys ask your questions. I want to try and, make history. And that's been my whole goal. I want to get all these scholars out there to talk. I really love what she did in the show. If you're on my Patreon and you see this, I know you're going to love this. I really do. And I'll try and release this sometime soon for the public, for you guys to see. This is a little plug to say, help us out. You'll see it. If there's something you want, like a special request for being a donor, let me know. I want to put your names in the video. I want to promote you in some way. Let me know if that's something I can do to make possible. But other than that, I really appreciate everybody, all the love. Let's keep this thing going. Get that information out there and educate people. Break down those walls that separate us as humans. And don't forget, we are MythVision.